So whether you're buying a medical, dental, or aesthetic practice, this guide's going to help you make a confident, well-informed decision that protects your time, money, and future. So let's dive right in. Number 1, the financial health. What you need to review are going to be the last 3 years of their profit margin statements, 2 years of tax returns, EBITDA, which stands for earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. Their aging accounts receivable, any debt or liabilities, their overhead costs, and the reimbursement rates. So here's a red flag. If you have unstable revenue trends, or you have a high dependency on one type of payer or patient type. So here's what you should watch out for. Even if the financials look strong, dig deeper. Ask, is this revenue reliable and repeatable? Are there any surprises hiding in their accounts receivable, the owner's salary, or contracts that could impact your profitability once I take over? Okay, number 2, patient base and revenue source. You're going to look at the number of active patients, their no-show rate, how often are patients coming, their referral sources, and their payer mix. Here's your red flag. If they have a high churn rate or they're overly rely on 1 or 2 referral sources, what could go wrong here? Maybe you buy a busy practice, but once the seller leaves, half the patients disappear. That's why it's super important to have the owner help build you up to their patient. When the provider leaves, that way the patients already know that you're coming in, they already know about you, and they're excited to be seen by you. Number 3, staff and culture. What you want to review here is staff salary and contracts, their retention history, the team dynamic, and any non-compete clauses. Also check and see if they have any quarterly or monthly team meetings. Here's your red flag. If they don't have any employment agreements, or if they have a high turnover rate, or maybe they just have a toxic work environment. Those are a big red flag. And what could go wrong in this kind of situation? Well, maybe your key employee leaves and then you're left rebuilding the team from scratch. Or maybe they even take a significant number of patients with them when they leave. Number 4, operations and workflow. This is crucial for understanding how smoothly things are running. And something else to pay attention to here, how reliant is the practice on the seller's personal involvement? So what you're going to review in this area, you want to know what their process for scheduling patients is, what their EHR system is, what their billing process is, the apply process, and patient flow and wait times. Red flags to look at are maybe some outdated systems, manual workflows, or just poor documentation practices. So what could go wrong in this situation? Maybe you step in and find that there aren't processes and procedures in place for their operation, and then your patient care or billing collapses. Number 5, legal and compliance risks. This is definitely an important one. Also, make sure you have your attorney look over any contracts before you sign on the dotted line and buy the practice. What you want to review here are going to be licenses, contracts, pending lawsuits or audits, and regulatory compliance like HIPAA and OSHA. Your red flag here, any ongoing or potential legal action or missing compliance documentation. So what could go wrong? Maybe you inherit a lawsuit or a government audit that drains your resources and threatens the brand of the practice or closes the practice altogether. So there's no such thing as the perfect practice, but smart buyers know what to look for and what questions to ask. Make sure you use these 5 pillars as your due diligence checklists. And if you're planning to buy a practice, you should also start thinking about how to position it as a premium practice once you take over. And that's where we come in our next video. I'll put the link to it in the descriptions. Or if you already have a practice, but you're looking for ways to improve its processes and procedures, schedule a quick call with me. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video for more tips for business owners.